This is a long video, but I think my best bee day ever deserves a long video. If you want to just skip straight to catching bees, skip to about 10 minutes in. But I hope you get some enjoyment out of this. If you get 1/10 of the enjoyment I got out of uh, experiencing it by watching this video, then it's probably worth it.
Good morning. It's Philip with RTX Honeybees. It's Saturday, March 15th, 2023. It's about 6:25 a.m. I'm about to get on the road, go down to the farm. I'm carrying bees. I'm taking the mean colony, C8, to the farm. That's what I do when the bees start to sting me. They get shipped down to the mean streets. And I want to protect my neighbors as much as possible. So I'm really excited about this weekend because if I can give you guys a little bit of a backstory, if you'll bear with me. I started beekeeping in July of 2020. Bought two colonies. I bought two colonies, split those into two more, and then rescued some out of a washing machine that first winter. So that was 2020 going into 2021. Then I moved a few bees down to the farm in 2021 in the spring, and I built my some of my swarm traps and hung those up, probably about 5 of them. And on April 24th or 26th or something like that, I caught 5 or 6 in my swarm traps, and I caught a couple in buckets, and I even caught a swarm in my water meter. It was an incredible day. And these weren't small swarms like the ones I've been showing you guys. These were big swarms. The bees couldn't hardly force themselves into those boxes when they were coming and going. Those little holes weren't big enough for them. So maybe I'll put a little clip of a couple of those swarms on here, one of these directions. And then, okay, so that first year I went from 5 colonies total, Capel and Richland, to 25 colonies, mainly because of all these caught swarms. Some splits, but mostly swarms. So as we rolled into 2022, I was ready because I had spent the summer of 2021 every single day and night building equipment. Because as you guys might know, I built all of my own equipment, including the frames. So I just kept working through that summer, all the way through that winter, and was ready in 2022 to go to about 40 colonies, from 25 to 40. And in 2022, I caught 2 swarms. Whereas the year before, I think I caught 14 to 16 swarms. And I think the bees knew that year was going to be a pretty severe drought, because that's what happened down there. We got 35 pounds of spring honey, hardly any for the number of colonies that I built up to. I think I had 17 going into to that summer. I, caught a couple of swarms out of trees, did some splits, worked up to about 30 colonies, and then July and August hit. The drought had not relented. I wasn't able to go down there and feed, so I lost, I think, 6 colonies and dropped back and went into this winter with 26 colonies, and I came out with 25 total, 18, 19 down there, and the others here in Capel. So that leads me to this weekend. I was down at the farm. You guys may have seen my videos of hanging the swarm traps and how I make the swarm traps and all that. But it just feels different this year. We've gotten more rain. I was down there 2 weeks ago, and although I had not caught any, well, no, I caught 1 swarm that I made a short of. It's right across the pond from the bee yard there. But I had not caught very many besides that one. I think I have 9 traps up down there now. But as I walked around, there were bees visiting every single trap. and the flowers were blooming really nicely. And I just really have a feeling that today I'm going to see a lot of boxes with bees in them, a lot of traps with bees in them. My neighbor called me last night. He rarely calls me. Now when I say neighbor, he lives about a half mile down this country road. But he keeps an eye on things for me. And I have a swarm trap hung on the fence post down at his house. And he called me last night and he said he saw the biggest cloud of bees he had ever seen about 3 to 4 days ago. And he said they covered that swarm trap box. He said it was completely black. And I was like, wow, I wish I had that on video, because I still haven't seen bees moving into one of my swarm traps. I hope to see that one day, but I haven't seen it, I haven't witnessed it personally. But anyway, I feel like we probably got one. He said there were bees coming in and out when he went down there and mowed near it, I think yesterday. So we've got that one, hopefully in the bag, and I am hoping we get, I'm going to conservatively say 5 swarms caught today. But I'm taking you guys along. I might even try to do a live. We'll see. Never done it before. But I don't have very good service down there either, so it may not be possible. But, alright, it's an hour-and-a-half drive. Next time you guys see me, it'll be daylight. And I'll be at least near the farm. I almost forgot. Let you guys know. I'm not traveling alone this weekend. I got my buddy, Mo. Hey, Mo. Want to say hi to the people on YouTube? I think he's not real excited. I think he wants to sleep some more. Talk to y'all guys in a minute. One of the drawbacks of where my farm is located is that I almost have to drive through this dead center of Dallas City to get to the farm. There are some bypasses that I can take, but they are way out of the way. Not so bad this time of day, but in the on Friday afternoons it can be miserable. Museum. We're going to be passing under Clyde Warren Park. Mo set off the seatbelt alarm. Put your seatbelt on, Mo. Hey, Mo. Texas is a town that was bought by Mark Cuban. I think it's only about 50 acres, and it's literally that parking lot right there. And surrounding it is a community called Angus, Texas. But Mark Cuban, I think, gave $1 million for that, and he tore down the building, which was a strip club at one time. And maybe they had a liquor store, but it's probably why they were incorporated as such a small community. A little local flavor there for you guys. Welcome to Richland. My honey should be available for sale soon here at Chapman Liquor, Beer, and Wine. There's only 2 businesses in Richland. This little convenience store and Chapman. Well, that's not fair to say. There's only 2 retail outlets in Richland. So, my farm's another 10 miles. I'm sorry, 5 miles. It's halfway between Richland and Wortham. Talk to you guys in a minute. All right, swarm trap catch number 5. This one's in Richland. This one looks to be a little stronger than the other ones. The first one I've checked is when I got into town, what am I saying? Okay, so we made it out to the farm. Mo's in the cabin. He's mad at me because I locked him in because I got to do some bee work. He does not like the bees. I think I'm going to put him in the truck. He's more comfortable in there. Check that out. Caught another one. Swarm catch number 6 overall. Number 3 in Richland. Number 2 for today. This one seems to be the busiest one so far. All right. 2 for 2. Our little swarm catch tour is going to have to be paused for a minute because look at that. If you guys go back and look at my video of the swarm catch at my mother-in-law's house when I did the oxalic acid treatment, they were coming out the top. So apparently that top doesn't seal off properly. I'll have to mark that trap to try to fix that if I can. But anyway, I've got to put on the bee suit, get them moved out to the bee yard. So, and then we'll resume our swarm trap tour 2023. All right, so I moved this box out of the truck. My intention all along was to combine these into a 10 frame box with a divider, just sharing a box, 2 5-frame nukes in a 10 frame box with the Alabama bees, since they're both fairly small, called swarms. The more concerning thing is around on the back, there's just so many bees. I'm hoping the queen didn't come out back here. I might loosen that top and so then maybe they'll go back in whenever I open the entrance up. Hopefully they won't orient too strongly to this spot. I do just have to move them over a little bit, but there are, they're right on top of an active colony now, so some of them might end up in there. We'll just do what we can. We'll get those. We will get at least the Alabama bees relocated into their new box today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open them up. I'm not going to open the top entrance. I'm just going to open the bottom one because that's their new entrance will be right down there. So close to that as I can get it. As a matter of fact, I might even, I think I'm going to try one more thing. Hold tight. Okay, I ended up moving them a little bit, trying to get their entrance close to where it'll end up. The mean bees, C8 bees, they're still blocked in good. See the duct tape? I set them right next to the meanest bees I have out here, which is the 9 position, R9, which is to their left. These will now become the R10s. So I'll have 2 fairly hot hives close together. All these bees that are hanging out under this top right here, those bees are those bees belong to this hive. They just crawled on those because they were strapped together in the back of the truck. So they'll probably end up having to find a new home. But, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to release these, at least on one side here. All right, I'm gonna back up because they're probably not too happy. So let them come out and reorient. I'll leave the straps on until they calm down, probably till this evening. All right, it's time for Mo and I to get back to showing you guys some swarm traps. That's what we're out here for. Check on the swarms. Well, we're out here to do bee work too, but this is the big swarm weekend, I believe. We're 2 for 2. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. Well, we're going to go to the back and check our traps. It's going to be me and Mo. We're going to walk. We're going to hoof it from here. Okay, we're coming up to the third one to check. And I believe, hell yeah, I can see from here we've got a swarm in that one. This was my triple deep. You guys saw me hang it. If you didn't, go back and look at that video of hanging the swarm traps. But yeah, that's a lot of bees coming in and out of that one. Maybe it's the sunshine, but 3 for 3 out here today. That's Richland 4. Third one today. Overall 8, is that right? I gotta get my numbers right, 8 or 9. And on that telephone pole is going to be the 4th trap we checked today. We're 3 for 3. Let's see if we can keep it going. Well, I believe we're 4 for 4. There are bees coming in and out. They seem to be, I don't think they're scout bees. Are they guarding the entrance? We have to walk right back by this on our way back to the cabin, so I think we got a little swarm in that one. 4 for 4. I didn't think these thorn trees were beneficial to the bees, but look at these little flowers on them. And the bees are working them. I just saw one. Seems like a lot of insects are working them. Yeah, there's a honeybee right there. I really didn't want any excuse to like those trees, but they're definitely providing for the, they're called honey locusts, but boy, I sure hate them. I'd like to get rid of all of them, but looks like the bees are enjoying them right now. Okay, we're coming up on swarm trap number 5, which would be number 9 for the year. I know I can already see there's bees. Lots of bees around it. This one's... Come on, Mo, we gotta go through this deep grass. Poor Mo, he's just not built for tall grass. Come on. Oh yeah. This one's got a nice swarm. Those look like orientation flights. Probably, maybe just moved in. That's also got the Texas Deep. You notice by those thumbtacks. Matter of fact, all these have the Texas Deeps in them. I want you guys to notice these yellow flowers. They're all facing the sun. By the afternoon, especially if it's a little bit overcast, they'll completely close up. But man, are they pretty. Look at that. They're small, but they're beautiful. All right, how many? I keep losing count. First one was at Mr. Jean's. Second one was at the cabin. Third one was the triple. Fourth one was on the telephone pole. That was number 5. So this is number 6. So this could be swarm caught number 10 for 2023. If it caught one. Well, let's find out. It's on there at, it's on the deer stand. It's like God's bouquet right there. That is beautiful. Before we check on the trap, which, yes, has a bunch of bees flying around it. Number 6, thank you very much. Look at these beautiful flowers. They were pretty when my mom was out here, but I think they've even gotten prettier. Wow! Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I love it when you get all the colors in one shot. I gotta come back and take some pictures. There it is. 6 for 6. That makes number 10 overall, I think. Or 11. I'll have to recount at the end of all this. This is crazy. Hello. All right, we're gonna find out together. This is number 7. Let's walk around. This is the one I was least confident about. But no reason not to be confident on a day like today. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. 7 for 7. How blessed can we be today? Share this little Texas bluebonnet patch with you guys. And the beautiful scenery. Okay, we're walking up to the one that in my video titled Hanging the Swarm Traps I called my honey hole. So it's the one I probably had the most confidence in since it's never been shut out. Let's just see if it produced. Let's get close, closer. Well, of course, 8 for 8. Can you believe it? Looks like I'm gonna need to build some more equipment. All right, last one, number 9. I have 10 out here total. You guys saw me hang 7 in the video. I hung 3 more. I hung the one outside the cabin, hung the one at the end of the other pond, and I hung the one down at my neighbor's house. Those were the 3 to get to 10. The one at the end of the pond had a swarm in it 2 weeks ago, but it just moved in, so I didn't take it home. So now we're going to this is the new location for this year. And let's just see, did we get bees? I see something flying out outside of it. I don't know if that's honeybees or not. Let's have a look at the pond real quick before we go over there. Well, looks like we might have something. Whoop. Look at there. Bees. I saw one just go in with pollen. 9 for 9. Plus the 4 we already had. That's a total of 13. Well, come down here and get some water. Come on. Come on. Get you some water. Good boy. All right, what a day. I had a feeling. I didn't want to predict anything like that. That's why I predicted 5, but I just had a feeling. I've had a feeling all winter. As soon as the rain started, I said this could be really good. I got one small problem, and it's a good problem to have. I don't have enough swarm traps to replace these with. I think if I move the ones I brought over today and the Alabama bees, I can come up with 5 or 6 to replace 10. Oh well, I'll just have to pick where I put them. This is going to be quite a day for the records. Tired? No, just sat down on me for a second. I think he's tired. He will sleep good when we get back to the cabin. About 10 more minutes, buddy. Benefits. I thought the day didn't hold any more surprises, but either these bees are deciding to move out of this box or they're just getting here. I don't know. I think this is the one that I was concerned about maybe not being here yet, but this may be a swarm in progress. They're not pouring out of the entrance, so I think they must be getting here. Maybe they got here and it's occupied. Who knows? Not a whole lot of bees in the air, so I'll just let them sort it out. Okay, we're just walking down here to check this swarm trap at the end of the pond. There was a swarm in it 2 weeks ago, so I feel sure they're still there. Poor Mo, still battling the tall grass. Come on, buddy, just stay right behind me. Oh yeah, they're booming. Yeah, lots of pollen. But this one doesn't count. It was already here. It was here 2 weeks ago. But we'll retrieve it and reorient it. But I guess you call it 10 for 10 if you were counting it. Somebody said bees wouldn't move to a trap I saw somebody say bees wouldn't move to a trap on a dead tree. Well, yeah, not so much. This tree's dead. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. What an unbelievable day. 9 traps set, 9 traps with bees in them. Actually 10 if you count the one that was already in the bag. I really am glad that you guys could come along with me today. It's been fantastic. It's Philip with RTX Honeybees. Thanks for watching.